It is time, stage 19 time, as Hand of the Calamity, hard mode, the #1 free-to-play player here, ready to break it down for you. As always, thank you for tuning in. I appreciate your support. Thank you for the likes and the subs. If you got a question or comment along the way, do let me know. I'd love to hear from you, and we'd love to see you in our amazing community and Discord server, my friends. Now, a couple things here. As always, we're going to break this whole thing down to help you be successful and get the best score possible. Regardless, though, first and foremost, make sure you take advantage of your supply chest and your suppression level. Continuing to boost this is certainly going to help you along the way to knock this thing down. That is right, and that is what matters. Now, a couple things here. Let's get into it, because you're here to see the Hand of the Calamity, stage 19, hard mode, and what does this mean? So first and foremost, as always, we do have these special conditions. Min beast get levels 20, cookies levels 90, skill levels 90. That's great for free-to-play players. Now, additionally, though, what does matter are those gear, right? Those gear, which includes the toppings, the beast kits, and the tarts, because everything else doesn't matter. So that research, I'm sorry to hear about it. That's why tweaking and all these things will make a difference. We'll cover some of that stuff here today as well. Now, the first rule of Boss Rush is make sure that you read the boss information. This is certainly key to help you along your way to speed through these things. The first one here, we got regular effect. The boss will destroy the team after a certain time, but receives increased earth type damage. So very important. We've done this one before. Additionally, here we have the rage effect. The target of the boss's attack cannot heal, but the boss receives increased darkness type damage. We've done that one as well. So now we're going to be combining these with some additional tweaks and suggestions as always. Okay, so the first thing, let's get into it here. We're going into team 6, my team 6. What we're doing here is I've tweaked a few different things in order for this one. This was one of the better runs that I got specifically. There are some other variations that you can try. Let's see here if I have it here still. Maybe we'll find out. This one right here is another variation that you can think of. A little bit different. We got giant pom-pom in here as an example. Maybe if you got eternal sugar as a swap, but again, this one revolves around a couple different things. I've tried it here with fire spirit as well. It does a good job. However, my 6 is better. It worked out better. Maybe you want to make some tweaks in those things as well, or try and mix and match the two. Regardless, though, this is the one that we're running here. A couple things, again, in terms of those tweaks, you could swap some of these things out. I'm trying to take advantage, though, of the additional information here that we get. Protector of the Golden City. Earth type damage goes up, all those kinds of things. Really, really important there. It was enough to really give me a couple percentage a little bit better than the other stuff, just because of the makeup of my team. Everything's not fully loaded. Ascension, promotions, those things do help, but again, as the #1 free-to-play player and really focused on strategy here for you, that's what we've done. Now, a couple things here, because gear does matter. Before, though, you could move it over here if you wanted to. Earth's Blessing, that's max HP is 25%, but I found this one to be a little bit better because you got 30 instead, so we'll stick with that. And then on our gear, what we need to do is be focused on attack and lots of earth damage. So here, good news is we've added some more topping tarts. I know many of you've beat me up in the Discord server. You can join us there. In particular, if you're interested, we need to grab one of these quickly. So we'll just grab this one. Not bad. Anything is always a little bit better, right? So lots of attack there. Here we got lots of earth damage. Here we got lots of cooldown. Here we got speed. Here we got cooldown. Here we have attack. And here we also have cooldown and earth damage. Okay, you might want to try attack, but I want cooldown here. And we have all those toppings, beast kit guides, gear guides here on the channel for you as well for additional details. All right, so that is our breakdown on this one. Again, the active synergies: Earth and Oath, Rebirth of Dawn, Absolute Faith, Throne of Frost, Fortress of Steel, and Wholehearted Support. Rebirth, once you get wiped, again with PV there, super helpful. Earth and Oath here gives you everything earth type damage from that perspective. All right, so let's go ahead. We're going to run right now here. It's probably going to take us at least 2 tickets in order to get by here. And if you do got a question or comment, though, certainly let me know. On top of that, thank you for your support. As always, I appreciate the likes and the subs. And we love growing this amazing community here. All right, so here we go. We should get roughly about halfway It's going to be pretty close. We're going to get under that 5 million. There we go. So really, really close there, 75%. Just a couple more tweaks might be able to make a little bit of a difference there. We're going to see how this goes. Hopefully we can get through and absolutely crush this. You could slow it down just a little bit and manually click everything as well to help get a little bit more on top of the speed, the timing, those particular pieces. And you're going to see me clicking just a little bit because I would like to absolutely get through this on this ticket if possible. Oh, so close. We did not do it. We are going to try to move. Well, we can't. We're going to have to use another ticket, because what's going to happen is if we played our other team, it would get blown away. So we're going to get through real quick. We're going to use that ticket. We're going to hold that timing, and then we're going to pause it just like that. All right, exit, save that 3 seconds, whatever it is. We got a little bit of damage. We're 50% of the way through. Just so close. Those little bit of tweaks will help you. If your suppression level is higher, that will also make the difference in those couple percentages. So make sure you come back if you need to come back to this one as well. All right, so now here we go into 19. The second piece of this, though, is we do have the rage effect. That target of the boss's attack cannot heal, but the boss receives increased darkness type damage. So what we are going to do is go now over to our darkness type one, which will be this one. The big thing really being this darkness overlord here with dark cacao cookies rally. Great way to think about it. You could move dark cacao in here if you wanted to. You could swap out one of your charge cookies here. That will make a difference and give you access to, if we do this right here, you can see this additional damage will restore heal per stack, others consuming darkness damage like that. I am going to stay on the other one because it should be able to get me through on one ticket, at least for this one. Now, additionally here, instead of your friend right here, Nutmeg Tiger, you could try for Star Coral Cookie as an example instead. So I'll show that swap as well so that you can see that one. And then we have lots and lots of attack. The idea is, again, overloading with your darkness type here, big baddies, those kinds of things. So really unlock everything and deal lots and lots of damage relatively quickly and get through just like any boss rush that we've talked about. So let's go ahead and check out the gear. Here we're on crit. Here we're on attack. You can move over to cooldown if you wanted. Here we're on attack. Here we're on speed. Here we're on crit, here we're on lots of attack, and then here we're on cooldown from that perspective. All that's going to boost the crit and really help from that perspective. We're not focused on that additional fire damage, so that's one of the reasons why you can swap Star Coral in there or stay with Nutmeg from that perspective. Now, again, some other pieces is if you are closer to that 50 Ascension promotion, those things, always pay attention to that as well. All right, here we go. Let's take this thing down, my friends. Bring it home. Here we go. Hand of Calamity. Can we do it? One ticket. Please. We've been using lots of tickets today. It's perfect, though. That's why we do it, so that you can see exactly what's going to happen. All right, it's going to be real close here. We've got a lot of damage. Oh, it's so close. Can we do it? Right on the line. Oh, look at that. We did it. We absolutely did it. That was so much fun and so close, my friends. Buzzer beater right there. With that, it couldn't get any better, and I hope you had a lot of fun with me here today in our episode and takedown of stage 19 here on Boss Rush. Continue to move along, my friends, and with that, if you still got a question, if you got a comment, let me know. I hope that was helpful. Additionally, we'd love to see you in our amazing community and Discord server, my friends. On top of that, thank you so much for tuning in today. I truly appreciate your support. Thank you for the likes and the subs as we continue to grow such an amazing community here all the time. And with that, thank you to our members as well. I really appreciate the additional support. We have affiliate links, we have swag and merch for you too. And don't forget my socials. Stay connected. With that, my friends, stay tuned. We got more CookieRun headed your way all the time. Boss Rush here. We got a few to go. So stay with me. With that, until next time, my friends, keep on running.